just met her parents. We're gonna go have a chat with them. I think I am 6. I say 6, it might be a little more, it might be. No, I'm 6 missions away, or 6 quests away, but I think that's gonna be broken down into like a 3, a 2, and the 1. Just because the last mission is going to be probably one of the longest videos. It'll be like up there with like the 1.5 to 2 hour videos because it's the finale to Dawntrail. So let's get started. Alright, I feel a little calmer now. I felt myself prepared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. And I've been parted from them as an infant. I'm not sure how to behave. Take your time, and everything that has happened, you deserve to do so. After everything. You may have many things to say to one another. Now you can say them. Indeed, this is a meeting to be cherished. Just do what comes naturally. Thank you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together. I mean, I doubt I'm ever coming back here. But I don't think it can hurt to, but it can't hurt to collect all the wind currents. How very fitting. Oh, these are cool. It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions. What are they called? Oh dear, I completely forgot to introduce them. Over here is Wukelmont, Val Resolve Tulia Lol. Beside her is Grahatia, my colleague in the Students of Baldessian. And this is Sapphire, an adventurer, though that hardly does him justice. He's the most dependable of friends to whom I owe my life. My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, my dear? Yes we do. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all. Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? If only we had some Shebrug Pibil to ease the way, am I right? Wait, that's not a bad idea. Oh boy, we're gonna cook something. Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you like. Oh, thank you, but we're fine. You know, it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely. Understood. We'll fetch you all treats that'll help you cool off. I wouldn't want to be a bother, but... think nothing of it. friends are for. Thank you. We should look forward to the cool treats. That was well conceived, Wicklemont. I'm just putting what I learned in Yoctel to use. If I had mentioned a potential problem, if I had to mention a potential problem, however, it's that the food here tastes nothing to the living. Seriously? I had no idea. It appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the endless, and going along with the idea Corral likely understands this. It may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful that it will help thaw it. So should we split up and look for what Layla requested? Something cold, ironically. This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go with the best treat there is. One that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend things. If you wanted to ask people near the Aetherites at Fire, Graha and I will do the same elsewhere. And I just realized they said there's an Aetherite nearby that I don't think I ever attuned to. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I didn't attune to the Aetherite. I didn't attune to any of the Aetherites. I'm a little curious to see what happens when I attune to this, because I think it's going to, I think it becomes useless after I finish. Hello, my good sir. After that long hot soak in that, I'm going to need a Gold Star ice cream. What? You don't know Gold Star ice cream? It's the most popular treat here in Yacel Volcane. While it's a little tricky to tuck into, you can't come here and not try it. There's a stall just to the southwest, so you have no excuses. Okay. A cold treat that will leave an impression. That's a difficult one. Yacel Volcane is home to fighters, so the food here is mostly hearty and feeling good. Ah, right. There is a stall to the southwest that might be just what you're after. Why don't you go take a look? What snack to have today? Eh? You want a recommendation for something cold and tasty? This stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. But speaking of something cold, I could use an iced drink with my snack. I think I'll get a coffee. Actually, a tea might be better. Or even a lemonade. Ah, I can't go past it, but I can't go past a beer. Yes. Let's make it a white beer today. delivered intact. We need 3 servings, so let's get Graha to carry one. Oh, wow. You mean to do it alone? Well, there do seem to be vessels for carrying 3. Are you sure about this? Great. They're definitely safer in your hands than mine. I'll go and tell Graha everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs. I don't think they're that big. Oh, they're not that big. Well, they are pretty big, though. Hello there, would you care for a famous Gold Star ice cream? Alright, 3 servings coming right up. Here you are. You want to be quick so they don't melt, but also be careful so that doesn't collapse. Enjoy and good luck. I almost feel like this should have a timer on it, but it doesn't, so whatever. Goodness me, what an amazing looking treat. Thank you so much, Sapphire. Oh wow. Why is the cherry upside down? That's weird.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
He knows.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up. This is just excruciating.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Raha?
Oh.
What is he doing?
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good. It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far for them after all.
Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
Wait, so they're not even from this reality? So they're from
The key
I think
is
it's the
none
second.
other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive: to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
An unusual gift? The echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala, are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors. Of them, and of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
Sapphire, Raha, Lamachi. With your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. For that, and so much else, I thank you. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about the Milala's ancient homeland. But I'm hoping it will yield other information as well, namely information on preservation. Preservation. The scientists who were researching interdimensional fusion, and prior to that, created the Endless. As living memory is likely also their creation, I expect they would carefully curate the details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course, seeing as the key once belonged to the Milala. It couldn't hurt to learn about them. Right then, let's head inside. Oh, wow. So there's 4 historical things we're going to go through. Quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is it what the Malala homeland was like? Ding ding, correct. The heck? Oh. We have a museum curator. What's going on? The ancient home of the Malala people is recreated here in exacting detail, thanks to the marvel of electrope. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folks of all proportions. Ah, but I've neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility. The steps of the speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. There's even a guide. How considerate. Alright then, as we wander around, if there is something we do not understand, we'll be certain to ask you. Psst, incorrect. Visits to our facility take the form of a quiz tour. So the correct answer is follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Sounds like a pain in the ass. I'm sure it'll be both enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us. Very good, madam. I have registered the 4 of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond. But what about the terminal? Please don't tell me the terminals are our quiz. Information on the history. In the distant past, the Malala abided in peace upon the Isle of Eternal Summer. Winter never visited bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in colors of the rainbow. But such idyllic days were not to last, for just when it seemed the westerly wind had turned cold, the sea suddenly froze over, and the fish in the water, to the birds in the sky, all animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end, and one by one the Malala fell until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still couldn't do naught but pray as they huddled together for precious warmth. Jeez. I might need to break out my Encyclopedia Eorzea, because this is sounding like I think it's the second shard. Malala are the keepers of the mighty relic passed down through the ages. While it has the appearance of a key, those hand who was wrought was unknown. When the great calamity froze their eyes, the speaker, their eventual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to the prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled into a new land. Since ancient times, the Malala have excelled calculations by using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena. They had succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable to their new home, where they employed their calculations and etched arcane circuits upon the ore, which later became known as electrope. Oh, interesting. So then what it means? Through this ingenious technique, electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. So then what did Alexandria look like? Was it just normal? Esteemed for their excellence in the study of electrope, the Malala were favored by the rulers of many a nation. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of the ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were to no avail. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it actually existed. Interesting. Yeah, this is very much sounding like this was the second, and they traveled to the... I need to grab Eorzea Encyclopedia 3 to give me that answer. You stand within the shrine of the Malala, migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their own. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when the great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, their leader, guided them through the... I literally just read all this. She is enshrined here with the sacred relic she wielded. In this place, they perform rituals dedicated to the dream that one day they might return to their ancestral home. The sacred relic, that must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion. Interdimensional fusion? If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could be used to achieve. Now then, it's time for a history quiz. Ugh, here we go. There are 4 braziers in this room, each of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe the statement is true, then you must light its brazier by operating the panel. Simple, yes? Without further ado, please nominate a representative and begin. I'll do it. With the no objections, let us have Sapphire do the honors. Go on and take a look at the panels, my friend. transform electrum into miraculous tools, but excelled in study besides. As such, despite originally being outsiders, were favored by the rules of many nations. That is true. When lightning threatened the world, when Malala turned to a relic once born, look its power, we open the portal, and no, that is also false. Remember, you must light the braziers whose statements you believe are true. Are you ready for answers to be judged? Very well, let the judging begin. Ta-da! You answered correctly, and on your very first attempt. Besides, amazing. Great work, except for who knew you could do it. Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that the Malala had simply migrated from distant land, but we know better. We are aware of the existence of reflections, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event to freeze that froze the seas, the fifth umbral calamity comes to mind. That's what it was. That which ushered in the age of endless frost. And legend holds that during that age, an entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. The art of Arcanum traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Malala, there are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. If you have mused to your satisfaction, let us move on to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits. How many quizzes are there? She's very much a character of no brain and all brawn, but emotional depth. That's how I can describe Wukulman. Not great mental faculties, but brawn and emotion are her go-tos. Did I go the right way? That is not a pineapple, that is a bomb. I hear wind. Might as well take the aether current while I'm here. These faces remind me of the, We have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. While it is known as the Speaker's Rest, everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served, not even the Malala themselves. Rather curious, isn't it though? Some have suggested that this place is purely a creation of the facility's designer, that it didn't actually exist in the Malala homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the walls are masks that represent the emotions of men. And that brings us to the final quiz, the simple question: how many types of masks are there? It's the last one already? Something tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds, though. Please take your time. Take all the time you require. I shall be ready. I shall be here when you're ready to answer. kinds of mass are there? Have we determined an answer? Appearance is 4. How about everyone else? Seriously, I thought it was 6. Like Sapphire, I also believe it is 4. As do I. And the correct answer is... 4. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Damn it, where the hell did I mess up? And that concludes the quiz tour for the Steps of the Speaker. Thank you for your visit today. We eagerly look forward to your next.
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal, yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya.
Aww.
We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name is Maya.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Kryl Maya Baldessian must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
If I may confide in you, Sapphire, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Tyrol. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learn nothing or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you, Sapphire, for trusting me with your life, walking with me all this way. Well, that's all I wanted to say. We'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let us catch up to the others. Honestly, it's rather fitting that this is the mountains that I wind up on for this area. think we have yet to go over there. I feel like Kryl should be the one to shut this one down. The others have told me all. I'm glad Kryl could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, to ask this question for the second to last time, are you ready to shut down the terminal? I want to see what happens to the aetherite.
You know how to do it.
I do.
I almost wonder will Ironville be the one to do the last one? Well, no, because that's where Speen is. Are you alright, Kryl? I am. I chose to forge on no matter what. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I might have to end this one here, even though I really don't want to. Timeline-wise, I don't want to go over an hour. So, next week, I think we go to the next location. And then, the week after that, we will be in the finale of Dawntrail. Thanks for coming out. Until next time, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Laters.